Welcome to the deep dive. Today we're digging into a really interesting LinkedIn article by Ifram Anwigbi. He's an audit senior manager, also an author.
Hmm.
And it's all about finding your life's purpose.
Yeah, a big topic.
A huge topic.
Mm.
But we're looking for, actionable things, stuff you can actually use, maybe gain some clarity, especially around work, but really life in general.
Right. And Ulugby takes this often kind of vague idea of purpose and tries to ground it in practical self-observation. It's about looking inward, but with some tangible places to start.
Okay, let's jump in. His first point is about what comes naturally.
Ah, yes.
So those things you do almost without thinking, effortlessly. And maybe you even find it like weird that other people struggle with them.
Right. You think, why is this so hard for them?
Exactly. And Udigby says, look, these aren't just random skills. They could be really significant clues about your purpose, your inherent strengths.
It makes sense. You know,
Mhm.
things that feel effortless often tap into something deep, maybe how your brain is wired or skills you've honed without even realizing it.
And think about the energy you get from those tasks. Even if they're complex, if they come naturally, you often feel energized afterwards, not drained.
That's a great point. It connects to that idea of flow state, doesn't it?
Totally. So for you listening, have you ever had that? Something just clicks for you but seems tough for others around you.
Mm-hmm.
What was that skill? What perspective were you using? Unwigby suggests that feeling, that disconnect, might be a breadcrumb.
Yeah, it's less about, showing off and more about identifying a pattern. What consistently feels less like work and more like, well, you.
Okay, so point two from Unwigby is what captivates you.
Ooh, interesting.
Yeah. So even if you're successful, maybe happy in your job, are there other fields, things totally unrelated that just fascinate you?
Like his examples.
Right, like a musician who's obsessed with tech or a lawyer who just loves design principles.
It's easy to just brush those off as hobbies, right? Distractions, maybe?
That's what he warns against. Don't just dismiss them. He asks us to really think. Where does your curiosity really go? What pulls you in, even when there's no, practical reason for it?
So how do you tell if it's, just a passing interest versus a real clue? Is it about the intensity?
I think so, yeah. It's probably about the persistence of it. Does it keep coming back? Does it grab your attention over and over again? It's not just a fleeting thing you read about once.
Right. So these seemingly random interests could point towards, I don't know, undiscovered passions or
Mhm.
maybe a way to combine skills in a new, fulfilling way.
Exactly. It's about not drawing the lines too tightly around what you think is relevant to your life or career. Keep those doors open.
Okay, makes sense.
And the final piece, what bothers you?
Frustration is a guidepost.
Yeah, the things that make you think, ugh, this could be so much better, or why does this work so inefficiently? That feeling, Anugbi says, can be a powerful calling.
Even if you have no idea how to fix it right now.
Especially then, maybe. That irritation, that sense that something is wrong or could be improved, that's a sign you care. It highlights a gap you've noticed.
And that links directly to your values, doesn't it? What you think is
Mhm.
important. That discomfort is it's a motivator.
Yeah.
It shows where you might want to make a difference.
Yeah, and it's interesting thinking about Anwigbi's background.
An audit.
Right.
Mm.
His whole job involves spotting risks, finding inefficiencies, improving processes. So it kind of makes sense he'd see this critical eye, this frustration with things not working well, as a potential source of purpose.
That's a really good connection. His
Okay.
professional lens naturally focuses on identifying problems, so he sees that same instinct is valuable on a personal level too.
Okay, so just to quickly recap on these 3 pointers. Pay attention to what comes naturally to you.
Mm-hmm. Your effortless skills.
Notice what truly captivates your interest, even if it seems unrelated.
Those persistent fascinations.
And don't ignore what genuinely bothers you, the things you think could be done better.
Right. The frustrations that signal your values. And it's key to remember, these are just starting points. Yeah. Not the final answer.
Definitely not. Purpose can, unfold over time through trying things out, reflecting. It's a process.
Absolutely.
So here's something to maybe mull over this week.
Yeah.
Just pick one of those areas, natural ease, deep curiosity, or that productive frustration.
Just one.
Just one. And take one tiny action. Read an article, talk to someone, sketch an idea, whatever. Just explore it a little bit. What might you discover about your own path if you just pay a little closer attention?